You're live.
Oh, shit. We're live. Gabagool. This is Hot Rod Daddy Andy episode number 6. I'm doing a very bad job at posting these on YouTube, but I do have a YouTube channel. So if you can't watch them live and you don't feel like going back and looking at my page, watch them on YouTube. Hot Rod Daddy Andy. I mean, it's super easy to find. I'm going to try to do way better at posting them. Like I said, I've been pretty far behind. I haven't had the chance to upload episode 5, which I'm currently working on doing as I'm sitting here talking to you all live. 2 viewers. And like I said, like the comment says here in the post, let us know if the audio is right. Let us know that the video is right, because we had so much technical issues before we got started. Michael and I aren't the smartest technically when it comes to setting up these lives.
I'm getting better, but slowly.
Better. But we'll get there. Yeah, so I had my wrestling match. That was great. I did not win the championship, but
loser.
I know. I mean, I had to fight a goddamn person who's been watching Vikings since the show came out. And
nice.
I had to fight Ewok.
I would have rooted for him anyway.
Jamie, what's up? Nah, you don't root for Ragnar. You boo Ragnar. You don't.
Yeah, but I like Vikings.
The Vikings are so bad. Vikings are.
I mean, the Viking Raiders are.
They're awful. My next show is February 10th. It is also at Frontline Pro. And if you guys are interested in booking me, you can book me at Hot Rod Daddy Andy on Gmail. Just contact me. I have all my information. I can send you anything. I've been wrestling for a very, very long time. And if you keep track of this podcast, soon I will actually have some big news. We'll actually have a change of scenery here in the background. Right now, we just kind of set this up just to have something back here besides walls. Michael is still setting up a poll currently,
I'm doing a
believe. Poll. So there's going to be a poll soon. Jamie, what's up? We're here to talk about the Netflix thing. We're here to talk about anything, really. If you've got anything you want to say, make sure you comment. Share to people, Jamie. Start inviting people, bro. That's what we got to do. We got to get a lot more people here. Today, I'm going to start making this a thing. Oh, what's up, Pat? Today I'm wearing vintage Alice in Chains t-shirt. I got this from a friend on here, also named Andy. He sent it down to me from Wisconsin. Super sick shirt. And I'm also wearing this sweet vintage College of William and Mary hat right here. Super good. It's very clean. I think I might be the only person who's ever wore it. Michael, do you have the poll posted?
I am posting it now.
He's checking to make sure the spelling is right, and it should be posted. I think the poll's up.
Did you tell him what we're talking about today?
Well, yeah, we're talking about the Netflix acquisition of Raw.
Looking at me for his
because you got the video down, and I can't see what we're doing. All right.
You got to see yourself?
Yeah, I got to see what I'm doing. Yeah, I got to see what my hands are doing, bro.
I got to talk to the person.
Who you got to talk to? We got Pat. We got Pat and Jamie. Hey, guys, if you can invite people into the...
I got to share it. That's right.
Share what? You didn't share the... Oh, you didn't share the poll.
Well, I have to... I just shared the poll, but I got to do other things. Pat had a lot of opinions on Raw and streaming that I was commenting on earlier, so you should ask him. Pat, yeah, man. Invite your friends. Invite everyone right now to this live stream. Let's talk some crap. Michael has no idea what he's doing right now, bro. The Milo, man. But
we're 5 minutes in, and I think we're going to start getting into the meat of this as soon as Michael stops.
You can see yourself down there. We're live.
Yeah. So yesterday it was, right? It was yesterday?
Sure.
Out of the blue on a random...
It was 2 days ago. It was Monday. Yeah, we skipped a day because we wanted to film on Wednesday.
Okay. So 2 days ago, randomly on a Monday... That doesn't make sense that it was on Monday.
It was on a Monday.
Was that before Raw? No, it couldn't have been.
Then it was on Sunday because...
No. It had to have happened yesterday, and we didn't talk about it yesterday.
All right.
So it happened yesterday on a random Tuesday. WWE decided to announce multiple things that were like game-changing. Now, Raw is going to Netflix, which is going to be... This is going to be the first time in, 31 years that Raw isn't going to be on live syndicated television, which is absolutely nuts. We looked up statistics. This was when the
Hold on.
Oh,
You can tell the statistics, but while you say that, does anybody know what matches were in the first episode?
Yeah, we looked all this stuff up.
It's wild. Go ahead and tell your statistics.
Okay, so we looked up what had happened. Tony Gabagool. We looked up what had happened in 1993. We were looking up the 4 major sports.
Dude,
the Chicago Bulls had just completed their first three-peat. It was right because they had 2 three-peats. So it was their
that was their first three-peat. Yeah, I know you're not from Chicago. But
I'm not from Chicago, so I don't know.
You should really know that.
They completed their first three-peat. The Toronto Blue Jays in 1993, before Raw came out, they had won the World Series against the Philadelphia Phillies. If you're from Philadelphia and you're my friend on here watching from Philadelphia, then you know how bad that must have felt in 1993 if you were alive. Football, the Dallas Cowboys, which was probably the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl, absolutely stomped the Bills 51-7. That was when Raw came out, 1993. Troy Aikman was still playing football, and Raw has been on TV that long.
You see what Jamie said?
Intriguing with Raw, waiting to see what happens with WWE. Yeah.
I really do think
we're going to have to get into that too because I think a lot of things are about to change for that.
I think even the other.
Yeah, I think it's all going to end up going to Netflix later on.
That'd be nuts.
But Raw has been on TV for 30 plus years, and after next year, it's not going to be on live cable television anymore, which is kind of crazy. But I mean, you can tell by the times that cable is kind of dying. Wrestling is all over the place right now. If you are a wrestling promotion, especially one of the big ones in this country right now, man, you're swimming in money. What we got, Raw next year is going to be on Netflix. We're going to have SmackDown switching over to the USA Network, and
NXT is going to CW.
And not to mention the fact that all the live stuff is still going to be pay-per-views and stuff, all the paid live events. They're going to still be on NBC Peacock. So
at least until 2025.
Yeah. So they're on 4 different networks right now.
Yeah. I think with the deal that Netflix made with them is kind of insane. It's $200,000 more a year compared to what Fox gave them.
Yeah. I think I think I read somewhere that it was only what was it, $4 million or something like that. It was something that was ridiculously cheap.
Sorry, I forgot I was posting as you. Jamie said 1993, the Bears still sucked. I said that hurts.
Yeah, I was just talking to Michael before we came on air about how I'm excited about this Sunday because my Ravens are playing in the playoffs. And I was like, I understand. You don't know how that feels. The Bears don't play this long. So I'm out here just dissing on the Bears too. But they're going to be on 4 different things. There's so many ways to watch just WWE. This is just WWE strictly. This isn't even mentioning what AEW is going to do because there's talks now that they might be going to Max.
HBO, Max.
Which is...
I hope their live events go to Max because I think that kills them having to
still paying for live
pay-per-views. Yeah, dude,
it kind of hurts. The days of paying for the $50 pay-per-views are kind of a bummer because a lot of people do jip and cheat and throw it online anyway. They just watch it for free. But I love the way WWE does it. I'd rather pay for an entire subscription to watch whatever I want to watch on Peacock and then get the network included into the provider. Michael, what are you doing?
I'm trying.
Michael's distracting me with all the stuff he's doing right now.
I found a way to share to your other pages, but then I lost it when we went live, so I don't know.
I'll just share it to the pages later. Right now, I'm just worried about getting some people commenting in here. Like I said, we got 1 viewer. I'm assuming it's Jamie. Jamie, start sharing it to people. Start sending people in here. We're going to start getting some people watching this. Let's continue on about Raw and what we're thinking is going to happen with Netflix.
So that's what I was getting at.
Stop diddling with this. Let's talk.
Listen, you're the showman, all right?
Yeah, but it's distracting me with all this stuff happening.
Oh, my God. So this deal is roughly $200,000 more a year compared to what they had with Fox. It's
200,000?
200,000 more.
You sure it's not 200 million?
A year. What is it?
Yearly. Okay.
If I did this right, because they're getting $500,000 a year now, right? Or 500. What's the deal? $10 billion?
the deal is like, yeah, I think it is like 10
So yeah, 500 million compared to 300 million. You're right.
Yeah.
So
it's like 200,000.
Yeah, 200,000 way too low. Way too low.
Really cheap for WWE.
So maybe it was an episode.
They undercut themselves so bad. Audio and video are both still sketchy. Crap. Josh, actually, how the heck do you share this?
I don't know what it looks like on our live.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like on the live. I've got my recording thing going right here somewhere. But I'm assuming you can just add friends to it. I'm not too sure. I'm not like savvy on this right now. We've only just started doing this on here. Usually I do it for YouTube only. But I hope, and I have
Rachel, you're still sketch.
I have really, really high hopes that when this move to Netflix happens, that it becomes a little less PG because it's not on a network anymore. So I'm hoping that once WWE get you know what? We need to talk about this. There's going to be a 2-month gap between the time that they move to Netflix and they leave USA.
Oh yeah.
So I'm wondering if they do like an extension before they move to Netflix, like
with Fox, and just to keep it,
or USA, like for the last 2 months that of the year to stay there for the last 2 months.
Yeah, but who's going to move their programming around for 2 months?
That's true. I'm assuming USA's got something in the docket ready for the last 2 months of the year. But then again, why would they have something for just the last 2 months of the year? Why wouldn't they just put what they've had on and then just go?
Yeah.
I don't know. USA's got a huge gap to fill because they've had WWE for, like I said, almost 30 plus years. I know Raw keeps switching to different places, but you also wonder if this will lead into UFC. I can't read what you're doing. Michael's just he's just rolling things all over the place. Well, he's activating the poll right now. I'm assuming the poll is going to be up in the chat. We can't see anything.
Jamie, UFC on Netflix after this?
I was trying to read that. Just scroll down.
Listen, man, I'm trying to be like your engineer,
you don't even have to.
Your co-host, I didn't even want to be the co-host.
Just keep the screen like this. We're gonna keep talking. Rachel said our thing was sketchy. My brother's trying to figure out how to share this. I like I said, I don't know how to share it, but if y'all figure it out, that's cool.
He doesn't know how to share it, but he doesn't want me to do it.
No, I don't want Michael just keeps scrolling around doing stuff. We need to get back to our conversation. We're really derailing ourselves right now. We're only 12 minutes in. Netflix is... See, Netflix...
This is the first time Netflix has really got into streaming anything live.
Yeah, that's the part that's been, throwing me off. There's going to be ads. There's going to be commercials. That's what pays for wrestling. All the Snickers commercials, all the stuff. But will Netflix get a piece of that too?
Netflix has an ad-tiered program.
But for their ads. But I'm wondering if they're going to pick up the ones that WWE has already. Like I said, the Snickers, the constant video game ones they get. Are they going to get those ads as well, or is it going to be Netflix-specific ads?
Yeah, and then it's a live event, and I know they already said that the matches will be geared toward the same way they were on regular cable, where they would assume if there's a commercial, there would still be wrestling, but it would be non-important spots.
Yeah, it's going to be, that's another thing. What is wrestling going to look like on Netflix? I know it sounds like a goofy question to be like, what is it going to look like? But you've got shorter ads on Netflix. I've not watched Netflix in a while because I've kind of unsubscribed because I watch Peacock and I watch Sling, so I don't really mess with it.
Yeah.
Oh, everything's working fine on this end. Perfect. Thanks, Josh. Let me know if you figure out how to share it. Invite mom. Just tag people. You know what? That's a good idea. Tag people in the comments who you know are wrestling fans. That'll get them to this page, and they'll start seeing it, and then we'll have more people to talk with like y'all. But, yeah, so high hopes for Netflix going there. I'm, again, interested in seeing what wrestling looks like on Netflix because I'm assuming the ad breaks are going to be a lot shorter. Are they going to continue to wrestle through it like they do at live events, or are there going to be longer pauses because they're trying to compensate for the time? Again, I'm also hoping that Raw becomes less PG. I want TV 14 Raw. I think that's probably where they're going to get that's where they're going to be draw in more of a crowd. Because Netflix really doesn't have restrictions.
How do you tag everyone?
Highlight. But it's I don't know. You're searching for friends. I think that's ad. I don't know.
Whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, scroll back up.
Jesus.
There's a new comment thing too, so you're missing stuff.
We'll get there.
A live TV. Oh yeah, it's going to be live, Jamie. They're going to have it's going to be live on Netflix once it starts on Netflix. Let me read Pat's comment. It's going to depend on where things are at the time Peacock deals end. If Raw on Netflix does well, they can expand the partnership.
My hope is that they get off of Peacock and they go to Netflix, because Netflix doesn't really care about the PG stuff the way that
they're pretty Peacock free to do stuff. And cause NBC is way different. Netflix is its own affiliation. It's not attached to a network.
And in general, Netflix tends to let the stand-up comedian stuff, they let them dig their own graves.
My only negative towards Netflix is they don't allow things to run if they're doing good, and then they just decide to kill stuff off. So a lot of their original shows, like Santa Clarita Diet, that was a great show, and they just canceled it out of nowhere. They do that a lot. They did it to a bunch of the live anime adaptations too, where they would have one season and they would just kill it. Cowboy Bebop, I loved that on there, and then they just didn't want to do it again for
it was
reason.
Expensive and it didn't get enough.
Yeah, and I'm afraid One Piece is going to end up the same way. I don't know if you've watched the live action.
That one got a lot of good.
Yeah, but so did Cowboy Bebop, and then they just canceled it.
We'll see.
I doubt Netflix is going to be just I'm going to cancel it.
Jamie, I think Netflix is going to start a live. Now that they've seen how Hulu and Amazon are doing it, I think they're going to do the same. I'm just curious if they get any other sports besides wrestling.
I'm assuming TKO has got... You know what? Now we're talking about all this sports on here, could you imagine if one day down the line Netflix gets a chance to host a football game on Netflix? They're definitely going to have to become a broadcasting network at some point, and I think WWE is the way to dip into it. So after this, maybe they do start dipping into other sports. Maybe they get a basketball playoff game or NFL Thursday night football game. I don't know what the deals are like.
Yeah, Pat, you're right. After 5 years, they can decide whether or not they can end it, or they actually have an option to extend it another 10 years after the first 10.
I think it's 10 and 20. They can go even further. But at what point do you think that Raw isn't going to be profitable for Netflix? What do you on a daily basis watching Raw on USA? It probably generates way more people than USA Network gets for any other content that it has. Mm-hmm. So it being on Netflix, people are going to, like I said, there are people who don't have Netflix. I don't have Netflix. You have Netflix. I don't have Netflix, so I'd have to buy a streaming service, which is going to get me on Netflix, probably watching other stuff, which is also going to get me watching wrestling, because that's what I want to watch it for. So it's going to make people brand new sign up to Netflix who have left, and then it's going to bring in wrestling fans to watch other things on their network.
You know what I didn't see? All the stuff we read, I'm blurring it all. But the Netflix deal, does it include side shows, the reality stuff, or
I think it does. Yeah,
documentary stuff.
Any originals are going to be put onto there.
Okay.
So what my big expectation? Like I said, I got 3. I want TV 14. I want the actual original network back. If they can bring the original network back onto Netflix as its own little tab, and you could just watch all the original stuff, that'd be great. And I want way better original content from WWE. There was a time where all I would watch was the WWE Network, and I would watch all the original content, like the Foley shows. I'd watch all the
well, I hope WWE does their own...
Not the movies. Never the movies.
Not like a Dark Side of the Ring, but kind of a more serious, episodic...
They do that on A&E. Oh, that's another thing. A&E also has wrestling on it stuff. Wrestling stuff on it. Because they do documentaries on there.
But is that through... Dark Side of the Ring is not through WWE.
No, Dark Side of the Ring is its own thing through Vice. But A&E has WWE documentaries they make, and they have... a treasure show where they go out hunting for people's stuff. They said the ad-free tiers will still have no live ad breaks. Headlock. Oh, God. So we're going to be stuck there watching Gunther and Seth Rollins talking in a ring in front of the crowd. I'm sure WWE is not going to allow that to happen. WWE is just going to continue to do what they do, so I don't think a lot is going to change. I think they're going to continue to wrestle through it, even if there are no ad breaks, as if there were.
I would imagine the wrestlers probably prefer the ad breaks just to take a break.
Yeah, but like they do sometimes take it easy, but you're not going to see someone just standing in the ring waiting, and then you're going to get the countdown, and they're going to start wrestling back again.
Just like a 2-minute from like figure four,
because there's still a live crowd to cater to, so you can't just stop and hold a headlock for a 5-minute ad break.
That's true.
They're going to keep going and wrestle, so it's not going to look that different in that sense, but it might look a little different watching it through Netflix is what I was trying to say earlier. Like Netflix, this is their first venture into actual live streaming, so it's going to be weird to see what they do with that. What else are you thinking? What do you want out of Netflix?
Besides Raw, like how long is the USA deal for SmackDown?
I don't know. I think they just signed it, so I don't think it's anything to worry about for a while.
Okay.
I wonder why USA dropped Raw to go to Netflix and sign SmackDown.
Maybe the price for Raw was too expensive for them, and they're like, "Nah, we're good."
I know why SmackDown is leaving Fox because of ratings and stuff on Fox. They're not to the expectations.
Well, it's an older crowd now. Fox has always been an older.
Fox is an older
Fox
crowd.
And CBS.
So USA is probably the best place for them to go to. I'm also excited to watch NXT on CW, but.
That one I'm curious about because CW is really PG lately.
Yeah, CW.
And that one's geared towards like teens almost.
It is, yeah, with the whole Riverdale, Arrow, like all that stuff they used to do in like 2018.
Yeah.
But Netflix has really got something different going on now. They're, like I said, first live venture into TV. They can completely change what Raw is, and. I don't know. I kind of hope that that's what they do. Again, like, do you want to see Raw go TV 14?
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going that route. Especially, that's why I was saying, like, Netflix will allow stuff. They'll allow WWE to, like I said, dig their own grave.
So are we going to start seeing a bunch of crossover stuff? Are we going to start seeing, like, 11 show up on WWE TV? Because...
Oh, God. Well, the Netflix promotions alone might be kind of wild. Any new show that pops up, I didn't even think of that.
We're gonna start seeing crossovers from I don't know what's on Netflix right now. Like I don't know.
Some guy comes out looking like Luffy and just stretches an arm out.
I don't know what content's on Netflix right now, but like
that'd be stupid.
Stranger Things. Well, Stranger Things is gonna end probably before.
This is the last season.
Yeah, so that'll be ending before WWE even shows up on there. Who knows when that's coming out?
So, Peacock's gonna end in 2025. I feel like it's a pretty safe bet.
26.
And end of 2025.
Is it? I thought it was the end of 2026.
I thought they only had a year left.
I think they have
2 years left?
They have 2.
I guess my thing is if...
2 more years of $5 pay-per-views on Peacock. Yes!
Other things to factor in is the rights negotiations for AEW. Yeah, I thought about that too. But WWE courting WB for Raw rights. Tony Khan may now be in a better position.
They are going to end up moving to Max.
Well, that's the streaming, but... Tony Khan has always wanted to stick with WB and be on TNT and TBS.
He has like a real loyalty to them because they were the first ones that gave him a shot.
Jamie, yeah, that's true. CW is free.
Yeah, but it's a
good compromise for WWE to get new people in on a free basis.
Yeah, and it's a good way to bring them in because they're watching NXT where they're watching like new superstars be born.
Now there's nothing because Fox used to be free.
And then when their guys leave from the CW on NXT to go to Raw, you got to buy Netflix to follow your guy. So there's just a link there. I don't know who owns.
That's pretty smart.
I don't know if I doubt at Netflix owns CW.
What was I reading? I don't remember the SmackDown deal, but I wish I did. But just between Raw and NXT alone, WWE is making like $600 million or $700 million a year. Just on those two.
Hey guys, whatever you do, start a pro wrestling company. It's super profitable. I mean, that's what you got to do. Go buy a ring. Go get canvas, do all that stuff. It's
easy.
Yeah, it's an easy thing. And then just go ask for streaming rights on Netflix or
Premiere.
Premiere, yeah. Oh, Premiere. That's free, though. You can get that for free soon. I'm sure you guys have probably read that news.
I forget that you did say that, yeah.
Yep, that was the last show if you guys watched.
That's where AEW is going to end up.
AEW on Premiere.
Jesus.
If AEW goes anywhere like that, they'd probably get it like IWTV.
I get so mad. Like, AEW is in a bad funk, right? But I get so mad that people are rooting for them to fail because like WWE has benefited so much from the fact that AEW has been pushing them to get better.
Look what happened when WCW failed. It was not the best WWE TV stuff. Like the 2000s, the early 2000s, sure, we got some good stuff, but it wasn't the best TV to watch. It was not what it was in the mid to late 90s. Like, it wasn't that, like...
Pat, if you're still here, your comment about AEW is, like, spot on. Do you think Tony Khan would use it as leverage to shop around to get a better price? Or do you think that he'll play the safe bet and stay with TNT or with WB?
Where else could they go, though? There would be, like... I couldn't see AEW going to any other place. Like,
I don't know parent companies, so I don't know what channel's related to who. We know that Sci-Fi sucked for WWE.
Yeah, Sci-Fi was not good. Spike doesn't exist anymore. Bring Spike back.
That'd be great.
Miss Spike TV.
Put it on Vice. People watch wrestling stuff on there anyway.
But Vice isn't readily available to everybody. Like, and it couldn't go to Fox because then they would just really water down AEW. On TNT, they have a lot of leniency, and like they're doing a lot of stuff.
Well, I think that's why they partnered with HBO.
Yeah,
because HBO is like, dude, go for it.
Yeah, do whatever you want. It's edgier content related TV.
We show boobs.
Yeah, but then that's the thing with HBO. Then you'd have your wrestling promotion locked behind a streaming service that you'd have to pay for to watch.
So I know this has nothing to do with streaming rights or anything, and I know we haven't really watched AEW lately.
No, it's on right now.
It is not watching. But did you see the clip of Julia Hart getting the Scissor Me Timbers? It was the first time I've seen a woman get attacked by guys in like forever. I think it was last week. I just saw the clip, but like no lie, Daddy Ass like kicks her, grabs her by the head or by the leg. She falls. He grabs her by the leg, and then I'm going blank on the other names, but. One of the other acclaimed
Anthony
guys.
Bowen?
No, Anthony Bowens is the one that did this, the top rope.
Okay, Max Caster.
Yeah.
I blanked on him.
So he grabbed the other legs and Anthony Bowen did the move. And I was like, holy shit.
It would have been funny if she just got up. Like, there's nothing there.
All the teases they did with Rhea Ripley, and then they had what's his name? Who
did attack her?
She had a match with a guy, but it was the little guy, the Asian dude. What's his name?
Tozawa?
Yeah. And he didn't want to hit her. It was weird.
Yeah. We got 0 viewers right now.
That's fine.
That's all right. We'll just keep talking.
Sorry, I got off the streaming rights.
We got off the streaming rights and then everyone dipped on us. But that also could be inaccurate. Who knows?
Come back.
Yeah. Come back, everyone, please.
That's right. We can keep talking because
we still got the recording here live on my little video thingy here.
So I think now WWE's got all their stuff figured out. They've got Raw settled. They've got SmackDown settled. Yeah. That 5-year opt-out is pretty nice for Netflix now that I'm thinking about it, because if SmackDown ends, they could use that as leverage. Be like, we want SmackDown 2, here's an extra whatever, or maybe we'll just leave.
So what if Netflix doesn't work out? What if Raw doesn't work out with Netflix? What do they do next? Do they go back to USA?
Well, then USA would have both. I don't know what they would do.
Yeah, that's like...
Do they crawl back to Fox, or they try going to CW with Raw?
Is the move to Netflix because it was a big money deal, or is it because Well, it couldn't be because USA doesn't believe in the content, because they believe in it enough to bring in SmackDown. So it's definitely the money. The money is what made them go there. It was reading the comments. No one's posted anything.
No,
it's just you and me.
I mean, we focus so much on the streaming rights. There's so many other things that happened over the past day and a half.
Well, we haven't got on The Rock yet. Dude. This whole 20-plus minutes has been about the streaming network, but we haven't gotten about the fact that The Rock is now the table.
He is.
He doesn't have to be the head of the table. He has bought the entire table, so now he is there.
What if he's actually not on the board and this is just like
a part of the storyline?
Yeah.
It's a serious storyline because it was all over like sports.
That's like AEW level, like blending and blurring.
Bro, no, it was on CNN. He went to Wall Street. He did the whole Bell thing.
So if he's on the board, does that mean he gets to promote the UFL? Formerly XFL, USFL?
I don't know how that works, but that's not part of the TKO thing, so could he even do that without getting in trouble? Like
maybe they merge.
Dwayne the Table Johnson. Yeah, that is his new name. He is the table now.
How is he commenting if he's not watching?
Yeah, how we have 0 viewers, but people are commenting. That's
how did
nuts.
You hear that? It could be because I put the computer too low.
It's kind of crazy to think that The Rock went from a guy who was wearing like these weird like Samoan tribal suits with like a flat top, and now he is on the board. He's like a chairman on a major company, and he has so many other brands. It's crazy.
He's got the Under Armour deal for the Brahma.
He's got a football league now.
He's got a football league. He's got Zoa Energy,
which is very good. Have you had that before?
No, because I don't want to get stuck on them. I just gave up all that stuff.
No, it's so good. It's the strawberry. Is it strawberry watermelon? I don't know what the flavor is, but it's like ridiculously good.
This shit's wild, man.
He's part of like 7 other different companies. Not to mention the fact that
his daughter is now the general manager for NXT.
William Regal came back to that too.
I saw.
Finally, his contract. He couldn't show up until January. Whatever yesterday was.
I feel like that's the first contract that I guess CM Punk had to wait.
He only waited like 2 months.
Yeah.
William Regal waited an entire year.
Why was his so long?
Regal's? Because he was still under contract with AEW for that remaining year, and he couldn't do it because of the non-disclose or whatever the hell it is. Non-compete. Non-compete, that's the word. He couldn't go and do WWE TV for a year, and then yesterday was, I guess,
do you think
for him to do it.
This is stupid. But
bring back Black and Gold NXT. I cannot wait. Yeah. War Games! Nice. It's going to be so good. We're never going to have to hear Adam Pearce say it again.
Do you think we'll get a Botchamania post or a clip of The Rock calling himself I am the table?
Yeah, probably.
Just a slip up? Because he's going to want to say, I am the head of the table.
All the news outlets have been going nuts lately, like the Wrestle Talks and
Dude, Nick Khan was on Pat McAfee show already, talking about their deal.
Bring back Pat McAfee.
Well, they got rid of Kevin Patrick.
That's another thing I was going to say. Kevin Patrick's gone. Bring back Pat McAfee. I know he's busy as fuck, but
he might not be too busy because he was fighting with his ESPN bosses.
Yeah, because of the Aaron Rodgers crap.
Yeah. But whatever, man.
Yeah, bring back McAfee. His energy with Michael Cole was the best stuff ever.
Dude, it was great. Corey Graves is okay.
Yeah, are there 2 people?
I think there's 3 total.
Commentary or 3?
They keep changing it up. I can't keep up because it used to be 3, and then they stopped it.
I know it's Corey Graves and Michael Cole. Is there
I think it wasn't Kevin Patrick?
Is he the third person? Who the hell was the third person? Yeah, bring McAfee back.
So good.
But you're going to have to keep Michael Cole now on Netflix. Like, you can't just take Michael Cole off Netflix. See, that's where it becomes. Put Michael Cole and Pat McAfee on the Netflix Raw, and then that show's going to take off. And then put Corey Graves and whomever else you can.
I can't even remember who the other person is right now.
I don't know who the hell the third person was. You know what I think it's time for? WWE needs to put a woman commentator behind the table.
That wouldn't be bad.
Why haven't they done that? They could have done that with Renee Paquette, but they never did it, and she probably would have been really good.
She would have.
Yeah, like a color commentator. Get someone back there who's different. Like, don't keep throwing out, or just get Mauro Ranallo. Put him back. Do you remember him?
Who?
The dude from he did like the Bellator UFC. Mauro Ranallo.
No.
Oh my god, he would always be on NXT. And he'd be like, "Mamma mia!" He was fucking great, bro.
Is there any who does? I know Booker T does NXT, and who's the other one?
I don't know that guy's name. Just some generic white mayonnaise dude. I forgot his name. But yeah,
I like Booker T, but I couldn't handle him on commentary. He's hard to hear.
Yeah, for 2 hours.
Yeah.
On SmackDown.
Raw's 3 hours.
Raw is 3 hours, dude. That's a lot of tie up on Netflix. Well, no, it's not, I guess, because they don't have any other live fucking things going on. So,
and it's not like you're going to interrupt anything else they got.
Yeah, because you're just watching that.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it works.
I'm curious what AEW is going to do with their streaming, because is it going to be just the live events? Are they going to get shows on HBO? Are they going to have the library? Is Ring of Honor's
going to
go away?
TV somewhere, man.
Dude, well, maybe the deal's so good at HBO they bring Ring of Honor on HBO only as their live.
Maybe Ring of Honor becomes like what it was supposed to be, like the NXT for AEW. So they use it as a second show instead of having they have 2. They still only have 2 now, right? They have 3.
AEW?
Yeah, AEW has 3 shows.
Yeah, we've talked about Rampage before.
They need to condense Rampage off.
They either got to condense it or put that directly on HBO.
Rampage? I don't think that's good enough for HBO. 1 hour of...
Don't they have like a training center in Florida too?
Nah, theirs is in like Georgia or some shit. They have their main shows, like their home is technically in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But like, Dynamite's only 2 hours long, right?
Dynamite's 2, Collision's 2, Rampage is 1.
So
they have the same time frames as WWE, but it's broken up weird because they film Rampage right before Dynamite. It's the same live show, right?
So why not just condense that hour into Dynamite, make Dynamite 3 hours on HBO, make Ring of Honor a Friday show where it's like NXT, and then Saturday keep Collision.
You're going to put Friday on against SmackDown?
I mean...
For Ring of Honor? I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, like...
Thursday's open.
Thursday's been open for a while.
Yeah.
You know what? Just put our Ring of Honor
on Ring of Honor on Thursdays.
If they really want to compete, they should put Dynamite on Monday. Could you imagine that?
Well, I think their issue is they've tried to compete, but then they're not at WWE's level, and now they definitely aren't because WWE's been killing it for a year and a half now?
Yeah, this last...
almost 2 years?
This last year in WWE has been the most ridiculous year I can remember.
Well, since...
like the beginning of the year... didn't Cody just come back last year? No, yeah.
He was the surprise for WrestleMania, wasn't he?
No, he fought Roman at WrestleMania, but he had just...
But WrestleMania before that...
before that, he had come back as the surprise.
So he's been there almost 2 years now?
Almost 2 years now, yeah. So in the span of a year, WWE has sold to Endeavor. Vince got fired. And then Vince blew himself up and left.
Back, grew a mustache.
He's lost his mustache. It's gone now. I saw it in the pictures.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm gonna shave my mustache.
He looked like a straight up cartoon villain.
He looked like Walt Disney. Yeah, I'm gonna shave down to a Walt Disney mustache.
Oh god.
I think it'll get over well in wrestling. But they sold to Endeavor in the span of a year. They have They let go of Vince McMahon. They've let go of numerous backstage people. What the hell was his name? Kevin Dunn is gone. He's been with WWE for a long, long time. And now CM Punk popped up. Jade Cargill signed to WWE last year. I wonder what they're going to do with her. She's definitely going to show up at the Rumble. That's going to happen. CM Punk signed to WWE. Then The Rock shows up. The very first day of January. On the January, what's that show? What was that show called again? The Day One. He shows back up on Day One, and now he owns, he's part of the board of TKO. So and then the Netflix thing. Yeah, I keep forgetting things. There's so much that happened that I'm forgetting things right now. WWE has had probably its biggest monetary growth in its history in just the span of a year.
I mean, Vince got his money and dipped, but...
Oh, yeah, he did.
I feel like TKO just made it back tenfold already.
Yeah, no, they have definitely profited already on buying WWE. They have definitely made their money back. We just put a little poll up.
No, it's just a general question.
Oh, I guess it's just a general question.
Just seeing if anybody in the Chicagoland area is interested in doing a gimmick game night with us.
Oh, yeah.
And then if I get enough people, I'll set it up.
This is a live show, but this show is actually supposed to be a daytime talk show at night. That was the whole shtick of it all. We got this fancy setup with the couches, just like you would see on Jimmy Fallon and crap like that.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be behind the scenes making sure things go smooth.
And I'm supposed to be playing games here,
one-off games you could, the gimmick game night. I want 5 people, and we'll just live stream the craziness.
Like I said, this is supposed to be a lot different than what it is, but we needed to create content because we've been promising this thing for a while. So I was like, we got to get something out. Let's make something. So if
any wrestlers see this and they want to come on, I will happily move.
Yeah, wrestlers, wrestling fans, people who want to be on here and have a chop off against me or a promo battle,
one of the games we were going to do was a 20 questions.
Yeah, it was like a trivia, and you get everything. You get one wrong.
Loser gets chopped.
Yeah, you get chopped. That would probably.
I have.
I hit hard.
Other games that we've created that are wrestling themed, but not just questions.
Yeah, there was a couple of them that we created, and I forgot.
But
we have them on paper somewhere.
We have like loser based things. Like I've got the one chip challenge chip. Andrew's afraid to use it.
Bro, I saw that they've discontinued those, by the way.
That's okay. I've got one.
Like 5 people have died.
Well, I mean, I got it. I've got it.
Dude, I'll die for live stream. Then I'll come back.
It's fine. It's all good.
They'll just leave me here. It'll be like a weekend at Bernie's thing with me.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let me and Marche just chop people. I don't think you understand, Pat. I hit very hard. I have very big hands, bro, and like very heavy hands.
We could do a fan game show. We get three super
wrestlers
fans.
Against fans.
Something, yeah.
Oh my god! All right, Pat. We'll get LIM versus 3 wrestlers.
Born Low and then one more.
Yeah. We'll get one more. I don't know who, but I'll find somebody. I can get no. Rocket Rivera will come. There we go.
Pat said
that's the 3 of us. I don't know if Rocket will do podcasts. He's not a social person.
Fair enough.
There'll be a lot of cussing on this podcast.
What about Steve? He's not a wrestler, but he wrestles. He's a wrestler.
Yeah, he wrestled.
I'm just used to him doing comedy.
We'll have to do like a cross promotion with the Power Hour.
Ooh.
We'll call it the Power Andy.
Just do LIM versus Power Hour.
There we go. There's your match right there, Pat. LIM versus the Power Hour.
Good luck.
I don't know if they've got the muscle in LIM unless between Steve, Rion, C-Red, Rachel.
Yeah, you better really know your wrestling facts.
Start bulking up.
Start studying.
Yeah, start bulking up. Rachel hits pretty hard too. She punches though.
Yeah. Just hammer fist.
Yeah, just hammer fisting someone right in the chest. All right, we've gotten really derailed here.
I shouldn't have asked the question, but it popped up.
Oh, again.
So we've talked WWE. We've talked AEW.
We've talked about the Netflix deal. We've
a little bit of Ring of Honor. We have not talked about the downfall of NWA.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I know I've got. Oh man, God, Tony Gavago versus Rion. Yeah, that is once in a lifetime. It's once in a lifetime in places I've probably not invited to anymore.
So yeah,
the downfall of the NWA.
They were supposed to be on CW.
I have friends on here who work for the NWA, and
we should get one of them on.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to know, like,
what were they thinking?
Yeah, because I know that had to have been like a super high, like to be like, yes, we're gonna be televised, we're gonna be on CW, and then it's just like we're on the app. We're on the app now. Like, of all things, we were on the free app. I mean, it's still exposure. You can still watch NWA, but like, it's not what they were originally going to do. Do they go look for another new home? How long is that deal? Like, how long are they tied to CW app? Like,
yeah, is there an actual deal, or is that just like their consolation prize?
Yeah, and that's a shit consolation prize. I mean, I guess it's better than where they were because they weren't really anywhere.
I guess.
But like, again, just more wrestling that's easily available now.
What was Impact TNA? Well, TNA is coming out again.
Yeah, TNA doesn't have,
do they have anything
live
yet?
Television deal either. They used to be
and they've
on
been
Spike when Spike was a thing.
Facebook has been giving me all kinds of videos of old TNA stuff.
Oh yeah, old TNA was
so they must be pushing the hell out of it.
I hope TNA gets a TV deal on some sort of TV network that is easily available for everyone to watch. It was always on stations that didn't make squat for sense. Like, there would be things like the Panda Network. Like, no one's got Panda Network or something like that. Like,
but with all the streaming and, I mean, I think that YouTube is what they've been doing lately, right? Impact?
Yeah, and then some of it pops up. I get to watch it sometimes on Sling. Yeah, it did. But like,
that's good.
Yeah, it's lost him some money this time, though, Pat. He didn't. I doubt the app deal is as big as the CW televised deal would have been.
Fun fact, I have a friend who trained Billy Corgan's dog.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I bet that dog is a dick. It's probably bald.
I'm not saying anything.
Sorry, Billy Corgan.
But the dog was great.
Oh.
The dog actually was really great.
That's.
I didn't get too many details,
that's
but
not
just
what I wanted to hear.
It's a little dog.
Billy Corgan.
I'm trying to remember. It's like dog. I think it's a Boston Terrier.
He's a little guy dog confirmed.
Yeah, yeah. But
little dog guy. I said it backwards.
She said the dog was really good. Like she was able to train it right now. It popped up. We're talking. Somebody else brought up Billy Corgan. I was just going to
Corgan's dog.
I moved on to TNA. Okay.
TNA needs a television deal. I don't know what's out there. Shoot, like maybe they go to the Discovery Channel. Let's put TNA on the Discovery Channel because for a while it was WWE.
That'd be cool.
Was it WWE or was it NWA? It was NWA that was supposed to go there at one point. So let's put TNA on the Discovery Channel, or let's put TNA on. I don't know.
Or do they go streaming and hit up like Peacock if they leave Peacock, if WWE leaves Peacock?
I don't think NBC wants TNA.
Maybe not TNA, but maybe
Paramount.
I can see Paramount.
Yeah, TNA.
If it's just streaming, then why not?
Yeah, TNA on Paramount.
Amazon now has nothing as far as wrestling.
I just realized on one of the podcasts we were talking about how badly I wanted wrestling on Netflix. I did not think it was going to be Raw. That would have been the thing that moved to Netflix.
Yeah, I thought they would have just tried to get the library.
Yeah, I honestly
thought they would have taken over from Peacock and been done.
I honestly thought maybe TNA would have gone to Netflix because I think I was mentioning that where I think TNA would have been great on there because I used to love Lucha Underground, but like I did not think that the flagship show of WWE would be.
I mean, how do you pass up
on Netflix?
What is it? $5 billion? I
don't know how.
10 years, $5 billion.
I can't even pass up $20 right now. So I couldn't imagine having $5 billion put in front of my face. I wouldn't know how to live. That'd probably fill his entire room, bro. It's a lot of money.
So I don't know.
Oh, but, you know what else? One more thing I forgot to hold on. It just blanked out of my head, bro. Oh my god.
Well, will you think about that?
Yeah, you talk.
We're wrapping up soon. We got another like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got 5 more minutes left.
But I'm pumped for what they're going to do on Netflix. I think it could be huge because, like I said, Netflix doesn't care. They let you do what you want, and they let the other people deal with the consequences.
I honestly forgot what I was going to talk about when it came to Netflix and Raw. I think it popped into my brain when I was talking about how I wanted TNA to go there.
Well,
but it'll come up at some point and I'll make a comment about it or a post about
somebody made a joke already about Netflix and chill, but now you can do Netflix and chill Raw.
Netflix and sharpshooter.
No, it's like Raw. But
the memes in 2025 are not going to be good.
Maybe Netflix can get the UFL streaming rights from The Rock.
But where is that going to be put? I thought it was going to be on like ESPN or something.
Who knows? I don't know anymore.
It's going to be on the
Ocho. It's a whole new company, so it's probably all new.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to think that we're
pretty much done.
Yeah, up here. Yeah, this is going to be our shortest episode. We thought it was going
to be. We're already at 50. We'll be at 50 by the time we're done.
You're right. So
we're going to set up a gimmick game night. I don't know how, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, even if I just have to play against you.
Even if we go to Rabid, meet at Rabid and play.
Oh yeah, that could be a thing. We're going to talk to him about it. Actually, in the coming week, maybe I might have some news to drop to y'all. It depends on if he'll let me talk about it. But
we'll see.
I think we'll try to get him on soonish too to drop some more news.
Yeah,
I can't tell too much about what's going on, but today I found out there was some pretty solid news.
You got to fill me in later.
China got this like 95% confirmed that it's actually going to happen, and it's way more exciting news than y'all probably understand. But
so gimmick game night, guest hosts for this show, so I can work on the other stuff behind the scenes and not constantly looking down.
Yeah, room transformation is going to come soon. We're going to get a little battery thingy back here. I got to design that when I leave.
But the show is not like this. It's going to be way different.
Yep, it's going to be way crazier, actually.
Yeah.
So
games, skits, stuff like that. Probably pre-recorded. Well, we could probably do it live. We're getting better with that.
Yeah, we're getting good with live. So we just got to start working on doing it sooner. That way we're not running behind.
So we'll figure it out.
But share this. All next time we're going to figure out how to start tagging people to invite them to these lives because I have no clue how to do it.
I had it before we set up the live, and then I lost it as soon as I hit go live.
I'm going to start watching videos and stuff like that so I can figure out how to do it. That way we can invite a ton of people to come watch this instead of it just being, hey, come watch this on Wednesday and then never seeing that comment again.
Plus, we got to post weekly to keep people engaged.
Yeah, and I'm going to also do a better job at posting the audio version of this on YouTube. I have Spotify. I'm stupid and have not uploaded any of the podcasts to that, so that will probably go up. You know, I'll do it when we get to episode 8. I like the number 8. We'll get to episode 8, and then I'll upload all 8 episodes audio only to Spotify all at once. That way we have all the episodes there as well. And I'm going to keep updating the YouTube. Follow it, Hot Rod Daddy Andy on YouTube. Follow my page on Facebook. That's pretty much all I got. That's on Instagram, too. You can follow me on Instagram.
Cool.
That's pretty much it. Good. We're going to end this here, I believe.
Turn this off with my toe.
He's going to try to turn this off with his foot. Who knows what's about to happen, but...
doesn't work.
Everybody, we'll see you next week. Same time, Wednesday at 7. Gabagool.